Level 1. The Errand Boy. You are 17 years old. Nobody important knows your name. You run small errands around the neighborhood, deliver packages, carry envelopes, pick up food for men who never leave the back room of the restaurant. You don't ask questions, because everyone knows what happens to people who ask questions. You grew up here, a neighborhood where everyone pretends not to see certain things. The same black cars parked outside the same building every night. Men in expensive suits who don't smile. Store owners who suddenly close early after a quiet conversation on the sidewalk. Your father always told you to stay away from those men, but your father also worked 2 jobs and still couldn't pay the rent. Those men never seemed to worry about rent. One night, a man named Marco calls you over. You've seen him before. Everyone has. He sits outside the social club almost every night. Always the same chair. Always the same calm expression. People greet him with respect. Not the kind of respect you earn, the kind you give because you're afraid not to. Marco asks you a simple question. Do you want to make real money? You nod before thinking. He hands you a small envelope. Take this 3 blocks down, apartment 2B. No instructions, no explanation, just a destination. Your heart pounds the entire walk. The envelope feels heavier than paper should. When the door opens, the man inside doesn't say hello. He just takes the envelope, counts the money, then closes the door. You walk back. Marco hands you $50 for 10 minutes of work. That's more money than you made in a week at the grocery store. He smiles slightly. See you tomorrow. And just like that, your life begins. Level 2. The Runner. You are 19 now. You run errands every day. Not envelopes anymore. Now it's deliveries, small packages, gym bags, occasionally a locked briefcase. You don't open them. You don't ask, because you already know. Drugs, money, sometimes both. You drive across the city at night, drop-offs in parking lots, gas stations, empty streets. Sometimes the person receiving the package doesn't even look at you. They take it, hand you a stack of cash, and disappear. The organization is quiet, professional, efficient. Everyone has a role. Nobody talks about the bigger picture. You learn quickly. Never keep anything. Never ask names. Never be late. And most important, never talk to the police. One night, you see something you're not supposed to. A man who owes money. He's brought into the back room of the social club. You hear shouting, then silence. When he walks out 10 minutes later, his nose is broken and his shirt is covered in blood. Marco notices you watching. He walks over slowly, looks you in the eye. This business has rules, he says calmly. Some people forget them. You nod. You understand now. This isn't just money. It's power. And power always collects its debts. Level 3. The Soldier. You are 24. People know your name now. You're not running packages anymore. You're collecting. Protection money. Debt payments. Late fees. You walk into stores with confidence. The owners already know why you're there. Some hand over the envelope immediately. Others try to explain. Business is slow. Times are hard. You listen politely. Then you remind them. Protection isn't optional. Most people pay. The ones who don't, learn quickly. You don't enjoy violence, but you understand it. Violence is a message, and messages travel fast in this neighborhood. You work under a captain now, a man named Luca. He's quiet, always watching. He tells you something important your first week. The loudest guy in the room is usually the weakest. You remember that because Luca never raises his voice, and everyone listens when he speaks. You begin attending meetings, real meetings, back rooms filled with cigarette smoke and quiet conversations. Decisions are made here, territories divided, problems solved, money counted. You're still near the bottom, but you're inside now, and inside is where real power lives. Level 4. The Made Man. You are 28. Tonight is different. Tonight is ceremony. You're sitting in a dark room with 5 men. The boss, the underboss, 3 captains. They've been watching you for years. Your loyalty, your discipline, your silence. You've done everything asked, never complained, never talked, never hesitated. The boss lights a candle, places a small card in your hands, a saint's image. He pricks your finger with a needle. Your blood falls onto the card. The boss speaks slowly. From this moment forward, this family is your family. If you betray it, you betray yourself. The card burns in your hands. Ash falls to the floor. You repeat the oath, and just like that, you are made a full member of the family, untouchable. No one can harm you without permission from the boss. But the protection comes with a price. Your life is no longer yours. It belongs to the organization, forever. Level 5. The Captain. You're 35. You run a crew now. 10 men under your command, each with their own operations. Gambling, loans, construction, nightclubs. Money flows upward. Every week, envelopes land on your desk. You take your cut, then pass the rest to the boss. That's the structure. That's the system. Running a crew isn't easy. Your men argue. They make mistakes. Sometimes they get greedy. Your job is to keep everything controlled, quiet, profitable. Because attention is the enemy. Police, journalists, federal agents, they watch everything. One wrong move, and the whole operation collapses. So you manage people carefully, reward loyalty, punish stupidity, and remind everyone of the same rule. Money is good. Attention is bad. The men respect you because you're fair, but also because they know something else. If they betray you, you won't hesitate. Level 6. The Underboss. You are 45. The boss trusts you. That's why you sit beside him now. Every decision passes through you. Every dispute ends on your desk. You are the bridge between power and chaos. Captains report to you. Problems come to you. Police investigations, business conflicts, internal disputes. You solve them all, sometimes with money, sometimes with threats, sometimes with something permanent. You spend less time on the streets now, more time in offices, restaurants, private meetings. The money is bigger. The risks are bigger too. Because the higher you climb, the fewer people you can trust, even friends, even family. Power attracts ambition, and ambition creates enemies. You learn to read people, their eyes, their silence, their hesitation. Because betrayal never announces itself. It arrives quietly, like a shadow behind you. Level 7. The Boss. You are 55. The boss before you retired. Or disappeared. No one asks which. Now, the chair belongs to you. You control everything. Millions of dollars move through your organization every month. Construction contracts, casinos, private businesses,
legitimate companies hiding illegitimate money. Politicians return your phone calls. Lawyers handle problems before they reach court. The streets are calm because everyone knows the rules. But being the boss isn't glamorous. It's exhausting. Every decision carries weight. Every mistake carries consequences. You trust almost nobody because history teaches one thing about this world. Every boss eventually falls. Prison, betrayal, or a bullet. The question is never if, only when.
Level 8. The Old Legend. You are 70. The new generation runs the streets now. Young men. Hungry men. They grew up hearing stories about you. Your deals. Your wars. Your victories. You sit quietly in a restaurant. The same one Marco used to sit outside. Young soldiers greet you respectfully. Some ask for advice. Most just stare, because legends feel unreal until they're standing in front of you. You rarely speak, but when you do, everyone listens, because you survived, something very few people in this life ever manage. Level 9. The Ghost. One day, you don't show up at the restaurant anymore. Your chair stays empty. No announcements, no ceremonies, just silence. But the stories remain. Young soldiers still mention your name. Old captains remember the decisions you made, the wars you avoided, the wars you won. The organization continues. New bosses, new crews, new rules. But the structure stays the same. Because this life was never about one man. It was about the system. A system built on loyalty, fear, power, and the simple human desire to belong to something bigger than yourself. And somewhere in the city tonight, a 17-year-old kid delivers his first envelope, not knowing the path he just stepped onto. The same path you once walked. The same path that turns boys into soldiers and soldiers into ghosts.